villages represented here, and we're happy to answer any questions that any of you may have. I'm Gloria Sultan, I'm president of East Rock Creek Village, and the executive director, Sharon Flynn, is here, and we're prepared to answer any questions that you have. We have been, we believe, operating within your rules. We've been consulting with Jim on the application, and so if there's any concern about whether we have done so, we would certainly like some direction specifically with regard to this request.
So is it time sensitive?
Yes, it is.
In what way?
We are, let me stand up so that there's mic here. We are trying to get our materials, our marketing materials updated. We have asked for a grant from the DC Office of Aging to expand our membership to low and moderate income residents. And we need to print up updated materials so that we will have things to pass out legally. We want to go to churches and organizations, anywhere that we can find a group that might include potential members who could benefit from our services. That grant application will be made, the decision will be made March 1st. Whether or not we get that money, we still want to do the same thing. We may not be able to do it on the scale that the DC Office of Aging money would have allowed us to do. But we need our materials updated so that we can expand our membership and to reach the needs of more, less economically advantaged
So
residents.
when did you submit the paperwork?
We submitted about a week and a half ago.
I got it last Wednesday. It was last Wednesday.
So you
And so did you send out the information to
It
the
came
rest of
by
the
email.
commissioners?
It did not go out until today. My fault.
I'm not saying it's your
Yeah,
fault,
no,
but
no,
I mean, we should have had it at our planning meeting. And there is a time deadline for us to consider it, for it to be on the agenda. And it doesn't, I'm not,
I understand what you're
disrespecting
saying,
the approach, but it is, we don't have any paperwork on it. And so we don't, I'm not saying it's your fault, but we don't have any paperwork on it for us to consider.
What kind of paperwork are you looking for?
This paper is a packet.
The pack tonight.
Tonight, we have paperwork.
And
in
so,
it.
That's the first
but
time
there's
you've
also
seen it?
in our procedures a timeline in which we should see the information before we consider it. And Jim just said, he just sent it out today. All right, so that's why she wanted to table it.
If the grant is approved in February, will you still have enough time to do what you need to do in March?
How soon is
The
27th.
it?
27th.
Oh, that's
February.
Oh, okay, that's the only other time to approve it is.
Correct, it has to be done in a couple of weeks.
You could call a special meeting.
I mean, are we the only ANC that you've applied for grants?
No, we've applied to,
For A?
4A01.
Yeah.
4A as well.
Okay.
And, but that's for something different. So, it would be most advantageous for us to be able to do this before, March 1st. And we're already working on revising the materials, but I'm sure there will be other materials that we will want to get out. So any assistance that you give us to the printing ends up being a lot of money out of the budget. And we want it to be a nice piece, not just something we run off on.
Okay.
It's obvious a worthy cause, but that's not it's the way we do things as a commission. And the fact that everyone in the community, not everyone, some folks in the community say, you did this for this group, what about my group, what about this? And so that's my concern, us starting off in January. What is the tone that we are setting? I will step back and abstain from voting on this, but if you all want to.
Right now, it's about a table.
Yeah.
or eliminating it from the
The
agenda.
agenda, yeah.
I'm sorry?
It's just about eliminating it from the
From the
agenda
agenda,
for
not-
tonight. It's not about the grant itself. It has to do with our procedures,
Yes,
not
yes,
their
it's not
grant
the grant,
application.
it's us, it's our, yes.
We're voting on the grant tonight, yeah, but only if it's on the agenda.
Correct.
Not on the agenda, yeah. Wow. Is there any more discussion?
I understand the point of guidelines. I write guidelines myself as a profession. But I think if they're all followed hard and fast and strictly, we will miss out on opportunities like this. So in certain instances, exceptions
Should be.
should be.
And what
Well,
would we be holding the funds for?
I'm sorry?
And what would we be holding the funds for? I get we got 3,000 for the whole year, but isn't this the reason for the money?
The reason is for us to sit down and look at our budget and see how much, what the funds we have, how should they be distributed, and weigh, like, for the first time, actually, I thought Rock Creek Village was in 4B. So one of my questions was, how many of your 75 individuals that you assisted were from ANC 4B? But when I looked at their address, they're actually in 4A. So little things like that is something I would have had time to research, and just for me to know as a commissioner making a decision on, for the 2,000 constituents I represent. So the 2-week timeline is to give us enough time to do this basic research, especially for the new commissioners.
All right then, the motion's on the table. Then I need a second.
A second.
No more discussion? All right, do we want a roll call vote?
Andre, I wanna withdraw the motion. I don't wanna put anyone in this position of having to vote yea or nay. I wanna withdraw this motion, take it off. Cause I feel like this is pitting us against the community, and it should have never got to here in the first place.
I agree with that. Okay,
I wanna
that's-
withdraw my motion, so
Okay,
no
so
one
it's
has
on
to.
the agenda. All right. On to, other business. Oh, wait a minute.
I need to table the LED lighting.
LED lighting to table.
We're gonna table that until February's meeting, please.
Table until
February's
February.
meeting.
Table the, I'm sorry, which one?
The LED lighting.
Yeah, do I get a motion for tabling the, number 10 presentation of the LED, street lights?
I moved.
Do I get a second? Are there any, objections?